Hello friends, in the last video we discussed about what is superposition theorem and one problem on superposition theorem. In this video I would like to tell you Thevenin's theorem and one problem on Thevenin's theorem. Okay, first let's see what is the statements of Thevenin's theorem. Okay, it states that any linear bilateral network consisting of number of sources and elements can be replaced by a single voltage source series with single resistance and with also series with load resistance, which means Thevenin's theorem states that if we have a circuit that consists of any number of elements or any number of sources that can be replaced by a single voltage source and a single resistance, those two are connected in series, and also load resistance also connected in series. It means the Thevenin circuit looking like this: a single voltage source series with single resistance and series with load resistance. Okay, Thevenin's equivalent circuit like this. This is the statement of Thevenin's theorem. And how we can make our circuit with a single voltage source and single resistance? We have two steps. By following these two steps we can make any circuit of any number of elements or sources can be replaced by a single voltage source series with a single resistance. These are the two steps. The summary of steps for applying Thevenin's theorem is as follows. First step is remove the load resistance and measure the Thevenin's voltage across open circuited load terminals. We know in Thevenin's equivalent circuit we have three components. One is the voltage source and two are another one is load resistance, another one is normal series resistance. Okay, first we have to find this voltage source. This voltage is nothing but the Thevenin's voltage, and this resistance is nothing but Thevenin's resistance, and this is the load resistance. Okay, first we have to find the Thevenin's resistance. This first step is used to find the Thevenin's resistance. For finding the Thevenin's resistance, first we have to remove the load resistance and measure the Thevenin's voltage across the open circuited load terminals. First we have to remove this load resistance, and across the load resistance we have to find the voltage, and that voltage is nothing but the Thevenin's voltage. Okay, that is first step. And then coming to next step, in next step we have to find the Thevenin's resistance. We know the load resistance is already present in the circuit, that's why we no need to find the load resistance. We have to find the two things here. One is Thevenin's voltage, another one is Thevenin's resistance. In the first step we can find the Thevenin's voltage, and the next step we have to find the Thevenin's resistance. Step 2, determine the Thevenin's resistance between two open terminals with all sources replaced by their internal resistance. Internal resistance means the voltage source is short circuited and the current source is open circuited. Okay, here the second point says, in order to finding the Thevenin's voltage, we have Thevenin's, not a Thevenin's voltage, Thevenin's resistance. We have to short all the voltage sources and we have to open all the current sources. Then in our circuit only resistance are there. To simplify that resistances, we get the Thevenin's resistance. That all we have seen in our in next problem. Then we can clear. Okay. Next we will go to see one problem. Right. Okay. Here we have one problem. See this problem. Uh, by observing this problem, we can clear about Thevenin's theorem. First, write the question. Read the question. Find VTH, RTH. VTH means Thevenin's resistance. RTH means Thevenin's. No, sorry. VTH means Thevenin's voltage, RTH means Thevenin's resistance, and load current IL flowing through the load flowing through and load voltage across the load resistance by using Thevenin's theorem. Here the question is, we have to find the Thevenin's voltage and Thevenin's resistance and current flowing through the load IL and voltage across the load. This is the circuit. In first step we know what we have to do. In first step we have to open the load. This is the load. These are the normal resistances and this is the source, this is the load. In first step we have to open this load resistance and find the Thevenin's voltage across the load terminals. Okay, first open this 5 kilo ohms, then our circuit will become like this, and we have to find the Thevenin's voltage across the load, across the point A and B. We have to find VTH, Thevenin's voltage. Across the A and B means across the 4 kilo ohms resistance. What is the voltage here? That voltage also same as Thevenin's voltage. Okay, Thevenin's voltage is nothing but across the 4 kilo ohms voltage, 4 kilo ohms resistance voltage is the VTH. That's why we need to find the voltage across the 4 kilo ohms resistor. The 4 kilo ohms resistor voltage is equal to VTH because these two are across. Okay. In order to find the voltage across the 4 kilo ohms resistance, we need to find the current flowing through this 4 kilo ohms resistance. We know according to Ohm's law V is equal to IR. Here R is nothing but 4 kilo ohms and we want to find V. We need the I value. For finding the I value, we have to apply the KVL in this loop. Apply KVL in loop 1. We know according to KVL, voltage rises equal to voltage drops. Voltage rises at voltage source, that is 48 volts is the voltage rise, and voltage drops at the resistances. I assume this current flowing through this loop is I1. That's why 12I1 plus 4I1 is the voltage drops in this loop. 12I1 plus 4I1. 12I1 plus 4I1 equal to 16I1. Here we need I1 value. That's why the 16 will go this side. This side is already 48 is there. That is 48 by 16 equal to 3. I1 value is 3. We can find now we have I and R. Both we have. We simply find the VTH by multiplying the I1 and 4 kilo ohms. VTH equal to 4 into I1. 4 means this 4 kilo ohms resistance into I1 equal to 4 into I1 is 3. 4 into 3 equal to 12 volts. Okay, VTH equal to 12 volts. Next we have to find the RTH value. Okay, see. Next we have to find the RTH value. See, step 2, for finding RTH, open current sources and short the voltage sources. We already discussed it in our previous paper. There in second step, in order to find the Thevenin's resistance, we have to short all the voltage sources and open all the current sources. We know in our circuit, in our question, here we have voltage source. We don't have any current source. That's why we need to short this voltage source. We need to short this voltage source. Then the circuit will become like this. Short circuit. Now we can find the equivalent resistance of the circuit by simply these two resistance are connected in parallel and these two resistance are connected in series. We know in parallel connection, let's write 12 kilo ohms and 4 kilo ohms are connected in parallel. This symbol indicates the parallel. Okay. Here 12 kilo ohms and 4 kilo ohms are the connected in parallel, and we can write this like this symbol indicates these two 12 and 4 kilo ohms resistance are connected in parallel. And we know if a resistor are connected in series, then we can add that resistance value. This resistor is connected series to these two resistors. That's why we simply add that resistance to these resistors. Okay, we know whenever two resistors are connected in parallel, then we have a formula. Suppose two resistors R1 and R2 are there, two resistors are connected in parallel, then we have a formula to find the equivalent resistance, that is R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, here R1 is 12 kilo ohms and R2 is 4 kilo ohms. 12 kilo ohms into 4 kilo ohms by 12 kilo ohms plus 4 kilo ohms plus 8 kilo ohms, and the final RTH value is 11. RTH value is 11 kilo ohms. Okay, RTH is 11 kilo ohms. Now we know both VTH and RTH. We know Thevenin's equivalent circuit is nothing but the VTH is connected series with the RTH, and these two are connected series with the load resistance. Observe, this is VTH and this is RTH, and this is RL. RL means load resistance. We know in question itself we have load resistance 5 kilo ohms, and connect these three are series. One is VTH and this is RTH and this is RL. Here we have to find the load current. Load current means current flowing through this load. We know according to current division rule, the current flowing through the particular branch equal to total voltage by total resistance. Here IL equal to total voltage means 12 volts, 12 volts by total resistance 11 plus 5, 11 plus 5. Okay, 12 by 16 kilo ohm equal to 0.75 milliamperes current. Here load current is 0.75 milliamperes. Next we have to find the load voltage. Load voltage means VL. Voltage across the load is nothing but the load voltage. We know according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. VL is equal to IL into RL. IL is 0.75 milliamperes into RL means, observe, 5 kilo ohms. 5 kilo ohms equal to 3.75 volts. This is about the problem on Thevenin's theorem. Okay, in the next class we will go to discuss about the Norton's theorem. Thank you for watching this video.